What's up, Commanders fans? We 11-5. We haven't been able to say that ever in the Ron Rivera era. And then, we went to the playoffs with a terrible record, right? It wasn't a winning record, but we made it to the playoffs in 2020. And the last time we actually made it to the playoffs and had a winning season and we had 11 wins was 1991, and we was 14-2. And just imagine how long it took throughout the whole Dan Snyder's era. We didn't have a winning record of 11-5. And of course, we got one more game in that last game against Dallas. But I don't see us losing against Dallas, seeing that they just lost last week. And I feel like their confidence is looking pretty low. And they know that this is pretty much it for them. And they're not going into the playoffs, so I don't think they have that much fight in them. But, when it comes to a division game, it's like people get a whole bunch of energy out of nowhere. Like, division games really be up in the air. When you think you may know this team and you think, oh, we got a W against them at one point in time, it's going to happen again. It doesn't. Not all the time. And we've seen that for the Ravens, for example. When they go up against teams like the Bengals, the Browns, or the Steelers, they always have a little struggle in there. So, and they don't always come out with the win all the time, both times they meet. So, it's kind of what I feel is going to happen. Of course, we swept the Giants, but I don't see that happening for us when it comes to the Cowboys. But, I do feel like we are going to get this W. Seeing that we're on a high right now, seeing that we're 4-game win streak right now, and we can possibly be a 5 to close out the year. And, man, it's wonderful. This is a wonderful time to be a Commanders fan. And it's so crazy that we were just 4-13 last season. And, of course, I think at some point we realized, okay, let's give up on this season and let's just lose out. And I felt like that's what we were doing. I mean, of course, we were fighting during the games, but I felt like we were just saying F it and just let's keep our position for this year for the draft that we just got Jayden Daniels. I think that was the whole goal. Just get a good quarterback and then start fresh, because we already knew we were getting rid of Ron Rivera. So it was perfect timing. And a lot of people were saying that we need to thank Ron Rivera for everything he did to get us Jayden Daniels. And I do. I thank you for it. But I don't think that had nothing to do with him. Honestly, it had to do with Josh Harris probably felt as though we should just tank the whole year. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff in the air. It could be this, could be that. But I think Jayden has been phenomenal. He's been the player of the week 10 times. He has, I believe he's done it again. He's broken the record of Ben Roethlisberger, which was 9, and he got 10, and then I think he's going to get 11. And then he's also broken so many records for the Commanders rookie of the year. I mean, not rookie of the year, but, Robert Griffin III's rushing record, and he got over that. So he's just been outstanding. A lot we did not expect. We expected him to be great, but not this fast. I expected we were going to barely make it into the playoffs, but we've shot past my expectations, and I thought we were going to, if anything, if barely make it. The highest I thought we were going to go is 10 wins, and we've gone to 11. So that's wonderful. And then the fact that Jayden Daniels has had these drives and game-winning drives 3 times, and he's tied with the most. And for a rookie, I believe I think it's for a rookie. I couldn't. No, not for a rookie. He has the most for a rookie, but he's tied for the most game-winning drives. I feel like it's a lot more, but I'm gonna come back with y'all with that. I'm still starting over fresh again because every time I leave and come back, I'm back at 0. I barely remember the players on the team. And it's just, life just be lifing, and you just forget a lot of things. But I'm going to get back on this. I'm going to start talking more. I think I found more time in my schedule to really talk to you guys. And, we've been doing phenomenal. Think about the teams we beat. We just beat the Falcons. And, of course, we should have been took off and had a better game. But we just, so many penalties. And then, literally it was so many penalties. We was getting sacked. And then, Davis, our cornerback, number 24, bruh, Michael Davis, you got to do better, bruh. Like, he could have almost cost us the game. And then even not just this game, but, other games when we had Benjamin St. Juste out there. Like, it's been many times these guys have almost cost us the game. They have been making Jayden Daniels play harder. But every time, Jayden Daniels still finds a way with all the adversity placed in his way. Even last game. Last game was worse than this one. Like, it was so many mistakes. Brian Robinson fumbled twice. Jayden Daniels threw 2 interceptions. I forgot who else it was, but I think it was maybe De'Ami Brown who fumbled. And we still won the game. And, of course, they didn't have Jalen Hurts. But you got to think about it. Their offense was still moving at a fast pace, and they were still getting the ball to the people that needed it. So, like, I don't even feel like that's an excuse, because you can see, even with the game that the Eagles played recently, and they lost. Of course, Jalen Hurts didn't play. Then they had Kenny Pickett play, and he got injured. And then they had another dude come in, and he threw a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. So it's not like it hinders anything that Jalen Hurts is there or not. You can still see the offense moving very well, and that's mostly because of Saquon Barkley. It's hard to play all those guys. But, I mean, Jalen Hurts does make a small difference. But for Jalen Hurts not to be there majority of this last 2 games they haven't played, it's like, I don't think people can just sit there and say, hey, Jalen Hurts wasn't there, so that's why Jayden Daniels won. Because, honestly, we have to think about defense as well. Somebody said it best. They said Jalen wasn't playing against Jalen Hurts. He was playing against their defense. We talking about all the good people they have on their team, and he's eating them up. And they were supposed to be the number 1 defense in the league. And Jayden Daniels is doing phenomenal against them, making them look like they wasn't much to handle. He was making it look easy. And, of course, he had 2 interceptions, but still making it look easy. And the fact that he's been chopping up a whole bunch of teams. We talking about the Bears when they had a good defense. We talking about the Eagles. We talking about teams that have great defenses. He's been doing phenomenal against. Of course. And the thing about Jayden, I never get scared. Now, after all he's done this season, even late in the game, late in the 4th quarter, I'm still confident in him winning now. Like, that boy is dangerous. And it was I think it was a 3rd and 4th down. How many touchdowns? Oh yeah, that's what it was. So I seen a stat that said that in 4th quarter, who has the most touchdowns in 4th quarter, and it's a tie between Jayden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, and Joe Burrow. And it's 11 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. And that just shows me that this guy shows up in the 4th quarter. And he also tries to take advantage of the game in the very beginning. Because you can see on 4th and 3rd down, that boy is going for it. Cliff Kingsbury is going for it. He's showing him like, hey, I'm confident in what I can do. Let me go out here and do it. He's asking Dan Quinn, or maybe sometimes he's not even asking Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn just believes in him and lets him go, and they go for it. And Jayden Daniels has not made me scared, not even once. Maybe just when he runs, I get scared. I'm gonna be honest. But, bruh, like, when it comes to the fourth quarter, that boy is clutch. And man, I'm just excited for what he can do and what he's done already. And then just think about next season, what he's gonna do. And then think about how many records he done broke, career records he done broke for Terry McLaurin when it comes to what he's been used to, what he's had over the past few years, and he's finally got a quarterback he can believe in. And he has 12 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards, and this is a consecutive 1,000-yard receiving for him. And it's so many records that Jayden has broken just his rookie year. Imagine what he can do the next season. And somebody said it before, but what if Jayden Daniels goes and wins the Super Bowl? I know this sounds crazy, but you got to think about who he has beaten. I don't know if I say that like that. Who is he beaten? We're going to say it like that. So think about the people he has won against. He's won against Joe Burrow. He's won against who was that? Who so many people. I literally can't even think right now. But playoff teams. They're talking about the Eagles. We talking about Burrow, even though they may seem like they don't have a good defense, but they've been playing good to where they can get into the playoffs if they just continue to win this last game. I think it's 2 for them or 1, can't remember. But they've been playing good, and to think that he's been going toe to toe with Lamar Jackson when he played them, when he played the Eagles, even the first time he played them, they were neck to neck. And then, of course, the offense couldn't get on the right foot. Defense couldn't make the right stops. And, it's hard to hold, what's his name? Saquon Barkley. So it's a lot of things that we have to be proud of Jayden Daniels for. And, of course, this comes from him playing in college for a long time. I think he played 5 years in college. So that gave him and then I think it was 55 games. I could be wrong, but just to have that under his belt is phenomenal. And it got him to be sharp as he is right now. And I think we just have to appreciate what this team has done. We've gotten rid of a lot of guys, and a lot of guys have been injured, and we've still been winning. Austin Eckler, great notable guys. Noah Brown. Just think about who he was to this team. To me, I call him the D-Wade. He's D-Wade. Because D-Wade was able to draw fouls like no other player. And that's what Noah Brown does. He knows how to, if I can't do anything with this play, let me see if I can get a flag on the defense and see if they can give us a few yards. And he did a phenomenal job as a reliable second wide receiver. So, honestly, with this roster, it's so surprising that it's like, we shouldn't be this good. I don't think too many people understand that. We should not be this good. We should not. And I've heard people also say that Jayden Daniels is playing better than C.J. Stroud did last year. And, that's how people do. They hop onto the next train, and it happens. Because it might happen for Jayden next year, but now everybody's on the Jayden train. I appreciate it. And Jayden has outplayed everybody. Of course, he's been close to Bo Nix, but he's outplayed Caleb Williams. And just think about what was about to happen before the draft. He almost didn't come here. The Commanders was almost about to pick somebody else or give up on him and probably go for Drake May. And that was just strictly because Jayden Daniels, at one point, we thought that he wasn't excited to come here. But he put out a statement and said, yeah, man, forget all that. I want to come here. I'm excited for whoever picks me, whoever drafts me. And we drafted him. And I just think we have a lot to be appreciative of. And, man, I'm just excited to get back talking to y'all, man. And I'm going to start remembering everything. And it's been a minute, man. I barely know who on the team anymore. But it's a few things that Ron Rivera has done for us. And Quan Martin has been phenomenal. And it's so crazy. I don't know how he was playing last year, but he should have been starting last year as well. But, man, he did a phenomenal job with him. Emmanuel Forbes on the other end, nah, he needed more time. And I've trusted in everything they've done because I've realized, like, wow, like, all the people that we thought were the guys, Jahan Dotson, Emmanuel Forbes, gone. Jamin Davis, gone. Went to the Vikings. I think they just cut him. Gone. Like, it's a lot of guys that we just sometimes just feel like just because they picked them, that's the right people for us. But no, now we got a different staff, and they understand what Ron Rivera and his group of people was doing was terrible. They didn't know how to do anything right. All the people they had at the bottom was better than the people they drafted in the top in the beginning. Like, first round, second round, third round. Like, his mid-round people were better than his first-round people. And that's sad. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'm going to come back with some more video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for still tuning in and watching my videos. We're going to get better with time. And I appreciate y'all. Just make sure y'all understand that every day is not promised. I just lost my father, so, man, he would definitely appreciate how we've been playing lately because he loved the Commanders. But, man, I just pray that everybody, gets a chance to talk to God and, just ask for forgiveness and just read your Bibles and just try to do better and treat people with respect and just, treat people how Jesus would treat people, and just understand that, football is fun and all, but your soul and the time that you have here on earth is not promised. And just try to make good of it. Try to talk to God every single day if you can. Try to read one scripture a day. Just try to do something to make sure that when your time comes, you're ready. And that's most of the reason why I've been away. And then also I've been lazy and then work. So I ain't trying to make too many excuses, but I am trying to make a comeback, though. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. I'm out.